So today we're going to be going over crypto, like I said, and it's going to be more focused on not so much advanced stuff, not so much entering trades, but helping you understand what the market is itself. If you've watched, the Market Pro, you've gone into the university itself, then you have an understanding of what the market is. And what I'm here to do is give you some insight into, experience that I have personally, investing into this market for years now. When I first started with this platform, I think Bitcoin was around $5,000 because it had fallen from that high of 25K. It was the all-time high at that point in 2018. And then it dropped. And when it dropped, everyone was like really, 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 really nervous about the future of crypto and where it was going to go. And understandably so, right? I mean, look at, can someone do a check for me? What's Bitcoin at right now? What's the price of Bitcoin today? It's definitely not what it was in 2020, right? Definitely not what it was in 2020. So you got to understand that even just being in a circle like here with these people, you're understanding the market in a different way, and you're in a different, I'd say, percentage of people as far as like how they look at the market, right? So we all have a different vision, and the vision is I'm looking at the market as opportunities, multiple different opportunities, rather than, oh, the market's down, so that means that it doesn't work. The amount of people that I've spoken to, especially in starting this business, and they're like, oh, I don't want to get into crypto because, like, I mentioned the marketing and I mentioned the crypto, and they're like, I want to focus on the marketing and not so much crypto because I noticed the crypto market is down. A lot of people are losing money. That's the wrong way to look at it, because it's not so much, you're not like, when the market's down, it's more of an opportunity for you to get in. And when I say opportunity, I really mean that, because with where the world's headed and where everything's going, and how technology is advanced and how it's being implemented into pretty much everything that we do, it's scary to see what the future is in this space. And just a conversation we were having in the Platinum chat was about AI, right? There's an AI now where you can ask questions and it pretty much gives you an answer to everything. That it's crazy. You could ask network marketing questions and it gives you an answer, a really good answer. So you guys can understand where technology is headed, right? So with crypto, just giving you that bigger picture of what the market is, and also helping you understand where your place is in this organization. Because if you're here, you're lucky to be part of a group of people that will catch things much earlier than anyone else. And on top of that, you'll have better perspective, so that you're beating 99% of the market. But I'm going to go into a few different resources that I use to actually look at crypto. If you don't know, we do have, like I said, we have a lot of university videos on crypto. We have a lot of sessions on the Learn Live about crypto. And we also do have Crypto Talk, which talks about NFTs, and it talks about just general cryptocurrency. So I'm going to go into some of that, but I'm also going to give you one, it's not like a strategy, but it's like yeah, I guess it is an investing strategy. I like this. It's not a trading strategy. It's more of a long-term investing strategy that I like doing with crypto, just because you get to accumulate a lot of crypto, and just like, it's I'd say emotionless and low maintenance. So that's probably the best for all of you. But if you're ready to learn about crypto today and get some, and by the way, so for those of you that have teams, make sure they're on. But if you're ready to learn about crypto today and how to just get 1% better at, making money in this market, drop a 2 in the chat. Let's drop some 2s, blow it up. And if you're, like I said, if you have people, if you're one of the leaders on this team, make sure that you have your team on this. Like I said, 7 p.m. every Tuesday, we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency, Forex, stocks, NFTs, anything that involves making money through the financial markets is what we're going to be going over. So let me go into this and share my screen so all of you can see it. Okay, cool. So the first resource that I love sharing is CoinMarketCap, and this is, I mean, kind of like one of the standards when it comes to looking at the entire market as a whole. And for those of you that are just beginners, I hope you know that crypto and the space in general is a lot bigger than Bitcoin. It's a lot bigger than Ethereum. It's a lot bigger than just NFTs. There's thousands and thousands of different cryptocurrencies. And you guys can see up here, there's 22,000 cryptos today, over 531 exchanges. And the market cap currently is disgusting. You guys see that? Well, who knows what number this is? Who knows what number this is? That's a big number. We're not talking millions. We're talking billions. We're talking billions. This is almost it's crazy, because we talk about Forex being $1 trillion industry, right? And crypto's well on its way. So this is something to really get excited about. And you guys can see all the different cryptos, there's a few different categories here. They'll give you community posts recently added, and also tell you the top trending cryptos in the world currently. If we look at this over here, you guys will see information on every cryptocurrency, and you guys will see their ranking. So their ranking is dependent on a few different things. But overall, and this is mostly the market cap, right? It is the market cap that is ranking these cryptos. And you can see Bitcoin obviously has been number one. It's been the giant since the beginning, and it seems like it's going to stay that way at least for a while. You can see different changes in volume over different time frames. Could be an hour, 24 hours, 7 days, the total market cap, the volume in the last 24 hours, and all this stuff. You guys can see a little breakdown zoomed out of the last 7 days of the market. So you guys see the last 7 days, Bitcoin's been going on its way up. Same thing with Ethereum. You guys see Tether, which is USDT, USDC, two things that we can get paid in USDC now through iGenius, which is really cool. BNB, XRP. So you guys can take a look at all these. One surprising one for a lot of people is Dogecoin, because it started off as a meme coin, but picked up a lot of popularity. There's definitely a lot of supply of that. But you guys can see overall, take a look at different cryptos. If you're looking to invest, one rule that I've heard from some, crypto investors is take a look at the top 20, whichever, do your research on the top 20, see if you like the projects, because it's not just investing based off their ranking. Take a look at the top 20, see if there are projects that are worth investing in your opinion, something that you want to hold long term, because this is not just something that you guys don't want to just base it off of what the price is now and where it looks like it's going to go or what the news is saying or anything like that. You want to focus more on, these are all projects, right? They all have their own function. Well, most of them, at least, right? Most of them have their own utility. They were made for certain reasons. Some of them maybe is more for transactional exchanges, right? Transactions online. Maybe they're looking to create their own market space. So like as an example with Ethereum, right? The Ethereum network runs pretty much the NFT space. There's Solana as well. There's a lot of different options. Like there's so many different things, by the way, that all of these are trying to do, and they each have their own different projects they're working on. So kind of like a stock, I would look into it, and definitely don't just blindly invest. Trading is one thing, investing is another thing. I know people kind of argue what's the difference. In my opinion, and this is what I've seen over time, is that trading is more fast-paced, short-term, whereas investing long-term is more obviously long-term. So I like to make investments. Yes, I used to trade a lot in the beginning, but I'm more of an investor now. And I say that because as my income went up through the business, I started to not have to worry about trading on a daily basis to make money, because I no longer required that day trading to make a lot of money. I just dump bigger amounts of money into the market as I wish and have those pay off, over time. So that's kind of my opinion and my perspective on investing in the crypto space. I like to say that crypto is a combination of the stock market and the Forex market, because you can have faster paced trading. You can trade in the futures market with crypto. And another cool thing is there's also crypto staking. So these are contracts that you can set up where you can earn a fixed amount of return over a certain period of time. And I think this is really cool for safer investors. So what I like about cryptos, there's a lot of different options. You can be a high risk investor. You can be a very long-term play it safe type of investor, or you're a little bit in between. And that's where crypto falls into play. Does that make sense so far? Anyone have any questions on crypto, like beginner questions about that? If not, we'll move on to the next platform, which is more focused on one of the applications of crypto, probably the biggest application that we see right now, which is NFTs. And NFTs are non-fungible tokens. They have their own marketplace, and this is OpenSea. OpenSea is a really fun place to look at if you've never looked at it before. You'll see a lot of different projects. So what I like about this is you get to see a whole bunch of different people, a whole bunch of different communities making different things that have their own purpose. And what I mean by that is you have literal metaverse worlds, real estate, art, music. You can find just about anything on OpenSea. And I like that because for me, as you guys know, the NFT space in itself caught a lot of hype, right? Caught a lot of hype. And then after it kind of not died off, but it just, a lot of people didn't see returns in their investment. They pulled out, the market was pushed down, and a lot of the NFTs are much lower than what they were worth before. Does this mean that the future of the NFT space and this marketplace as a whole is dead? Definitely not. and there's a lot of different cool things that you can gain access to. So I don't mean to be that mainstream type of person, but you guys know like the most popular one, and I'm going to show this because if you don't know what NFTs are, you've probably seen your favorite celebrity um have one of these or talk about it. Bored Apes, this is a very popular, it's like a community. So I want you to understand that it's not just a JPEG, it's not just a picture you can screenshot. This is ownership, right? This is something that you can own and there can only be one owner of. It's like having the original Mona Lisa. There cannot be more than one owner. It's just one person. If there were to be that technically, outside of a museum, if it's just one person that owned it, yes, you can have copies, but they're not the original thing. So these are different things and you can see the value. This one is 71 Ethereum. If you guys do the math, 71 Ethereum. So if we look at the price of Ethereum right now, Ethereum is much lower than it was before, but even at $1,000, I'm gonna lowball it. It's around 7,000, right? 7,000, or sorry, 70,000. So you can see it that way, or 71,000. Obviously, it's actually probably more. I'm just rounding up or rounding down. But you can see these are, why would anyone pay even more than $100 for one of these? It's because with each Bored Ape, you actually have a membership to a unique community, and each of these different communities have their own websites. They have places that you can look at. So you can see they have a Discord, Twitter. You can look at them on Etherscan to get more specifics. But if I go on their website as an example, I can see that there's a whole community behind this. They have secret yacht parties. They have their own hold on, let's go in here, enter. So you can see there's 10,000 Bored Apes. They had this on launch before the original minting, which means you were like the first person to own it before it was listed on OpenSea. When NFTs are listed on OpenSea, it's because the minting process has pretty much ended. Everyone's bought it and now they're out to the public. So that's one thing that you'll get used to, is when you get onto a project early, there's going to be a minting phase where you can buy pretty much, you wouldn't know what it is. It's just like it'd pretty much appear like this, right? It'd be a question mark. You'd have no idea what it is. But in the club, you can see ownership of the NFT, members only graffiti board, which is called the bathroom. You get more benefits. So the bathroom, they talk about it here. And different things that they had planned. So they had different, I know they had an in-person yacht party. They're having more of that. I'm not in this, so I can't tell you more about it, but that's kind of what the breakdown is for this collection. Another collection, let's just say, could be one. This is actually, so we have NFT alerts. Has anyone used these before? Our NFT alerts on the alerts one. So we do have NFT alerts that are sent to us. One of them that was sent recently was World of Women. And World of Women is actually a massive project and a lot of female entrepreneurs, celebrities own some of these NFTs, which is really cool, right? Because it's a whole community based off women, right? Expressing their femininity and just showing that there's, a lot of diversity, showing the art behind it and the beauty behind the project. So like it's really cool. You can see different the owners as well. So let me go here to their website. So their website's really cool, and it shows their gallery, what their vision is. And hold on, see this. I'll read this to you. WOW, or World of Women's vision, is to build an inclusive Web3 through its collection and community. According to research published in November 2021, female artists accounted for just 5% of all NFT art sales in the prior 21 months. World of Women's on a mission to change this. Together we can create opportunities. So you guys see how there's like a vision behind every project, right? And every project has its own thing. So that's what I'm saying. And this is an alert that we got recently talking about the project, showing you what it's about. So you can see that, these were actually worth a lot more back when everything was more, jacked up. But, this one sold for 2.29 ETH, which is around $3,000 USD. Is that expensive? I mean, for most people, yes, but it means the entry is a lot lower than it used to be, which is really cool, honestly. So I can go in here and you can go to your, you can connect your wallet and you can actually look at your NFT and you can customize it and download it so you can have it on your social medias. You can do whatever. I think this is personally something that's really cool. And another one that I personally really like is this one. It's really, really low right now. Like the price to get in is super, super low. I like this project though because it's really cool with the different kind of options they have. They made partnerships with different clubs around the world. Like we're talking Miami, Paris, New York, Amsterdam, and you get free access to these clubs, which are big clubs, just by owning one of these. I just I bought one couple when was it? It was like a year ago, right? And I still have access to it, getting a lot of free things with it. And on top of that, getting notifications on different things that they have. I have a lot of different NFTs, gaming NFTs, just art like that. But yeah, it is cool. So that's like the very surface level of NFTs. Like I said, they all have their own projects. I'm gonna try to remember one more. Actually, I think it's called Flying Fish. Is that what it's called? Flying Fish. Is that what it is? No. Um, let's see. If I search this up, will it show his project? He has V friends, but that's not what I'm looking for. There was a different one. Let me just search up fish and see if anything pops up. uh, I don't think so. These are pretty funny though. Yeah, but there's one NFT. I forget what it's called. Maybe you guys remember it. And it's a fish NFT where it's like access to restaurants, and this is Gary V's project. So it's like you get different access. There's a restaurant that you can only get access to if you have one of these NFTs. And it's cool because you get to network with other entrepreneurs, you get to meet him, himself. They're gonna have more locations around the world, but that's just pretty much the thing behind it. So if you guys have questions on that, feel free to ask in the chat. But this is just a whole different collection. These are different collections of NFTs that I think are really cool. This is not financial advice. I'm just letting you know what they are and how they work within the space of crypto and how you can invest in them. So I want you to know that with NFTs, you're gonna have to have a separate wallet called MetaMask, at least for if you're looking to buy in this network. There are other ways to buy NFTs that are not just on OpenSea. There's other exchanges for NFTs, pretty much marketplaces where you can buy different ones. As an example, me and Edwin bought one on, I don't even remember what network it was. It was like a random crypto, right? I don't even remember, but it's cool. It's like a gaming NFT that we got, which is actually kind of retaining value even in the market, and it's a really cool project. But the point is what I'm saying, yeah, Wax, right? It was Wax. Um so pretty much what I'm trying to say is crypto, you can invest a few different ways. NFTs is really just one thing. Yes, the market moving up and down will affect the price of the NFTs, but what affects them a lot more is just the demand for these projects. So how many people are looking to actually get in, right? How many people? So it's like rarity. It's rarity, right? So are people looking to get involved in this project? Are people looking to get involved? Is the community something that people want to take part in? Is it something that is promising big things where you get access to crazy stuff? This is another one that I wanted to point out. This one, if you remember this was like a big deal and it was so hyped. And how many people are in the Discord? I don't even know. Well, let me go to the website first. The website is really cool, and this had a lot of hype. I don't remember what the mint price was. I can probably find out actually right now. Oh, I couldn't check all time, but this is still doing pretty well from what I remember. So this is doing, let's see. Yeah, it's not doing bad actually, this collection. We can see they all have their own things. If I go to the website over here, I'm not gonna play the trailer. It's like a fashion NFT, so you can see if I scroll down, this guy's like moving around, right? Street fashion, run the Hape walk. So like there's Hape influencers. Um, it's just really fun. Like it's really trendy, like street style. Pretty much grabbing the concept of the Bored Apes, but making it more like street. And there's a lot of different benefits you get as well for having one. And obviously that'll depend on the rarity. It's kind of like picking a collection of random cards. Oh wow, they even have music linked into the website. That's super cool. But yeah, that's the idea behind this. But yeah, that's NFTs. You guys get what I'm trying to say with that? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Different collections to invest in. Each of them has their own thing. Research is fundamental when it comes to NFTs or just regular crypto investing. You want to look into what you're buying. You don't want to just rush into anything because yes, the hype will usually sway you in one direction or the other. But you want to make sure that what you're doing is a profitable decision. And this is why I'm happy that we have the resources we do with iGenius, because if I want to go and invest for the first time, I don't need to really just do all the research myself. I can have the crypto alerts or the NFT alerts do a lot of the work for me and tell me why it would be a good opportunity to invest in. Okay. But that's pretty much what I want to say with that. Um, those are the two very specific things. I'm not going to get into like how to invest in them. I wanted to make this more of a short training. But one thing that I would suggest, and this is, I know we've talked about this before. Atomic, oh yeah, Edwin, Atomic Hub, right? Wax token, yeah, something crazy. But dollar cost averaging. So I have, wait, what is this? Why is it like that? Okay. So what is dollar cost averaging? I just opened up a simple explainer I found on Google. And dollar cost averaging is investing equal amounts at regular intervals. So this is a really cool form of investing because it's, like I said, it's low maintenance, low stress, and it's something that anyone can do. And I recommend it for beginners just because before you've mastered the skill of trading, and not even mastered, but before you're entering alerts, before you're figuring out how to trade and do all these sorts of complicated things, what you can do on the side with the money that you make every single month from your 9 to 5 or through this business or whatever the case is, get yourself into the habit of investing at regular intervals to take advantage of pretty much the mean price or the average price of the market. This makes it so that, it doesn't matter how the markets are doing on a particular day, week, or month. You're getting in at an average price. And as the asset moves up over time, which obviously you hope is going to be the case, you're going to make money. And the amount of the ROI itself at first is not going to really, it's not going to be a big deal. You're going to be buying high, you're going to be buying low, you're going to be buying at the average, and this will average out to a profitable investment. And it maximizes your returns over the long term because you're being consistent with it. So I'm someone that's been investing in crypto since 2018. Have I been investing equal amounts at regular intervals? Not always. So I want you to be better than me in your first 2, 3, 4 years with this platform than I was. I was investing big amounts at random times, and that maybe wasn't always the best strategy for me. But if I could go back and start from scratch, I would be doing this. I would 100% be doing this. To give you a real life example with Bitcoin, you're investing at multiple points along the trend, right? Where it's at now versus where it used to be. A lot of people that invested up here are crying right now, but they have to just kind of suck it up and just wait for the market to balance itself. And people that invested very low here are happy. But the thing is, the problem with people that invested low here is they probably didn't invest a huge amount, and they could have kept on investing and putting in more money to make more money over time. This is why we're saying to dollar cost average, invest equal amounts over time. If you're someone that only has $50 a month to invest, just invest $50 a month into something that you really believe in, right? I would recommend increasing that amount on a monthly basis, making sure that you're making more money so you can fund more into your investments, which will give you more power and control over the market and what assets you're buying. But this is the main principle is, buying at different points, and imagine you guys get to invest $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $10,000 a month in the market. That gives you a ton of power. But how am I going to get there? How I'm going to get there is probably working on my online business and making sure I'm earning a residual income so I can also fund my investments with the income that I make. And I don't want you, and for those of you that are trading, you're day trading, you're trying to make a lot of money really quick, I totally get that. And, keep practicing your strategies. But, if you're doing well, reinvest your profits, but don't chase profits. Emotionally, mentally is probably not the best strategy. But yeah, what I would say is any money that you make, think about where your money is going. Sorry, guys, my TikTok notification. Hope I didn't give anyone some morning trauma with that. But the idea behind this is just invest equal amounts at different points and focus on just investing. So look at what you're spending every month, look at what you're investing every month, look at how much you're making, and come up with a plan to be like, you know what, every week I'm going to invest X amount of dollars. Okay, X amount of dollars. I'm going to do that for 3 months. And after 3 months, I'm going to increase the amount that I'm investing, because hopefully I will be making more money from my online business and from my trading and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's pretty much one tip I want to give you. I know we've covered it before, but a lot of you are just starting off and you have no idea you didn't even know what an NFT was before this call. You didn't even know what crypto really was before this call. So I hope that gave you some knowledge. And like I always tell people, make sure that you're always attending calls like this on a weekly basis, because we do go basic and we also do go very advanced, just depending on who the person is that's training or what we feel like the team really needs. The team has been getting a ton of new people involved and getting started. So we just wanted to go over something simple, something easy. And, if you're one of the leaders in here, you're building your business, make sure that you're plugging in your team on these calls so they can get that extra help. But like I said, don't rely on these calls. Yes, go on these calls. They're very important, but don't just rely on them, because you have hundreds of hours of education in the university. You have hundreds of hours of education in Market Pro, a lot of quizzes and assignments that you can do and get your certificates of completion for beginner, intermediate, and advanced, all that sort of stuff. But that's all for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a very, very quick one. But like I said, your assignment for today is think of an amount that you want to invest on a weekly or a monthly basis and start putting that into action. And months from now, you will thank yourself, because instead of procrastinating on that, you'll actually have investments now that are working for you. And the crypto market right now is definitely low. So don't miss an opportunity, especially like this, because 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, people will be like, I wish I could invest into Ethereum when it was $1,000. I wish I could invest into Bitcoin when it was 17,000. Damn, that's super low. Imagine I got in under 20K. This is huge opportunity right now. So make sure you take advantage of that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and peace.